Kieran, Boyce, the General Manager of Operations with MyDeal. Good morning, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for having me here.
Pleasure. Now, Kieran, you've just had a speaking spot this morning. First up, what exactly did you touch base on?
So I brought a message around customer centricity, focusing on the supply chain and how it impacts your net promoter score and how that's really beneficial for your sales volume as an online retailer.
What trends have you seen so far, especially after COVID?
After COVID, a lot of people had high demands and high expectations of the supply chain. They don't just want it fast, they want it fast and free. And they want it fast, free and informed. They want to know exactly where their parcel is at all times through the supply chain. And that's something that's simply not there yet in the Australian market.
So customer focus, that's your theme. Just how important are the customers nowadays and how do they actually dictate the market?
So customers are paramount. If you're not making your decisions in a customer-centric fashion to make sure that your customer's having a good experience and that they're walking away from their purchase as a promoter and telling their friends and family that they really like the experience and they really like the product and they really like the price, then they're not actually promoting your business anymore.
And do you believe that a lot of companies out there are failing to pay attention to that?
I wouldn't say failing. I think most customers and most businesses are operating in alignment, but it's more of an investment in your decision making as a business to make sure that you're doing that with the customer in mind, not just the bottom line.
So making a business future ready for the next 5 years, for example, what key tips have you got to give?
That's a tough one. For a business to be successful in the next 5 years, I'd be making sure that you're collecting and reviewing your customer feedback, whether that's through a Net Promoter Score survey or basic measures like your customer satisfaction or CSAT, understanding what you're doing with those metrics as a business, sharing them and using them as data points to break down the departmental walls to understand that the entire business is on that journey with the customer, not just supply chain and fulfillment or not just marketing or not just your buying and purchasing teams. It's everyone.
And obviously the last 2 years have made an impact, but what is the mentality of these operators here nowadays?
The operators at CEMAT have a really good view of how to make things more efficient, and that naturally should align with the customer value proposition of getting their orders fulfilled faster and delivered faster. If that's the objective of all the cool and great technology that we see here, then it's going to be successful.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Kieran. Such a pleasure to meet you here this morning.
Thank you.